Competition is always the same. There's a winner, and then there are losers. You can surprise everyone and highly overperform, you can have a miracle run getting way further than expected, but if you're not making the right calls in the final moment, if you can't finish what you have started, in the end, you're just the first loser. And if that happens not once, not twice, but constantly, you might never get rid of the first loser stamp. Take Bayer Leverkusen as an example. The German football club finished second place so often, people started calling them Vizekusen or Neverkusen, referring to them never being able to win the German Bundesliga. From 1996 until 2002, the club got second 4 times, making him the laughingstock of the football world. But today's story is not about football. It's about one of the most iconic computer games ever made, Age of Empires 2, a real-time strategy title published by Microsoft, which has already undergone 2 remasters after being released in 1999. The game's 20th anniversary was celebrated with the release of its newest version, the Definitive Edition, which brought millions of people back into the game. This year, the game will see its 25th birthday, and to celebrate accordingly, Red Bull has announced a huge LAN tournament in the Castillo Almodóvar del Río, a beautiful castle next to Córdoba in Spain, where the best Age of Empires players in the world will compete for the most prestigious title of the year. 3 out of 4 Gamer Legion athletes are qualified. Next to Hera and the Viper, there's also TaToH, a 34-year-old Spaniard who has been competing with the best for nearly 10 years now. TaToH has been famous for 2 things in Age of Empires. Check out this very old compilation of him just having fun with his favorite unit. The other thing he's been famous for is his tournament success, or lack thereof. While being really, really good at the game, TaToH was never able to win a big tournament, and he was not the only one. On the same page as TaToH, missing a big S-tier win was Hera, but after his victory in Hidden Cup 4, where player identities are covered by hero units from the game, TaToH was widely considered the best player to never win an S-tier tournament. He came close several times. In NEC 2 he got second, losing to the Viper in the finals, and in the following edition, NEC 3, he finished third. Then there was the RMS Cup 2, an S-tier tournament that took place in the summer 2022. In the quarterfinals, he was able to beat the Viper. In the semifinals, he dominated Hera. Everything was set for his tournament win.
I personally think that this is TaToH's tournament to win.
Also, his former teammate and friend Jordan was very certain TaToH would be taking the trophy home.
Physical! Mr. Yo! Did it! 5-0.
Yeah, I kinda use all my good guns against Viper and Hera, and I didn't have anything prepared against Mr. Yo. So I decided to go for the same strategies, but yeah, Mr. Yo was really prepared against them. Obviously, he's really good at reading what you are going to do, and more if you're repeating it. So he will be prepared against that, and then I had no chance, but not because I played bad or anything, just because he out-strategized me.
As he streams in Spanish, a big portion of his viewers are from Latin America. But despite having tons of fans and active players, the Spanish-speaking community was missing one major thing: a big title in the modern era of Age of Empires 2, and it seemed like their biggest hope to do so, TaToH, couldn't find the desired victory.
I don't feel like people have any power on my performance, to be honest. Like, even if they are saying good things or bad things, good things probably motivate me to do better. Like when there's people cheering for you all the time and such. But as I said, it's all on my own, and I have my clear mind. If I prepare for a tournament and I have clear mindset, I know that my biggest enemy is myself. So I'm not I am not concerned about people is saying or will say if I lose or if I win.
Ironically, the first tournament he won was the King of America 3, a smaller tournament organized by Nacho, where about 99% of the players were Latin or Spanish. It was about the same time when Red Bull announced their 6th version of the Wololo tournament, the Red Bull Wololo Legacy, by far the biggest one of the franchise so far. The tournament was meant to celebrate the 25th birthday of the AoE franchise, and hell yes, did it deliver. While having a record-breaking prize pool of $200,000, twice as much as the old records from the Red Bull Wololo 5, the finals were played in front of a bigger live audience. 16 of the finest AoE players met in the castle of Heidelberg to battle it out and decide who would be crowned as the King of Age of Empires, and TaToH was invited due to his tournament performance. The Legacy Edition was played in 2 groups, and even though Group A looked kinda stacked, TaToH's group seemed way stronger.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Group A looked extremely strong, and now looking at Group B, you probably have like 3 players that are considered top 4 players. Like Leary, arguably the best, Hera, arguably top 3 player, Mr. Yo, Red Bull champion as well. So it feels like 5 people are fighting for only 1 ticket because the 3 at the top are just so dominant. Yeah.
In the opening round, the invited players had to face the best 8 of the open qualifier. TaToH got ACCM as his opponent, arguably the strongest player out of the 4 qualified ones. The Vietnamese made himself a name after having some really promising results in the recent past. Furthermore, he dominated in the 2nd open qualifier, where he earned a spot in Heidelberg without losing a single map. But TaToH's teammates, who bootcamped with him before the tournament, already seemed to know what was going to happen.
I'm afraid to say. He's looking at me.
What do you think is going to be the overall prediction?
After the Game of Legion bootcamp,
No one can beat him.
nobody can beat him. That guy is machine. He goes to the gym. He comes kick ass. I know, like we had to order a new specially made jersey for his legs. Like he cannot fit. That guy's full muscle, brain muscle as well. I see him top 3 in the event.
It seemed close at first, as ACCM was able to take the first map, but in the end, it was business as usual, and TaToH managed to turn the tide in his favor. In the winners round, things started getting really interesting. TaToH had to face Leary, the Austrian wonder kid, winner of Red Bull Wololo 2 and 4, finalist of the Red Bull Wololo 5, an absolute beast of an Age of Empires player, the first big hurdle for the Spaniard. Leary tries to hold on long enough for his Kuman double TC boom to kick in, and TaToH is well aware of its potential danger and decides to commit to an aggressive push in early Castle Age before Leary's economic advantage can unfold. The wrong unit choice and unfortunate exploration by the Austrian leave him with only 1 available gold pile, and that's the precise spot TaToH decides to attack. In the crucial moment, Leary loses his crossbowmen to mangonels and his knights to conversions, giving TaToH the first point. Just as in Game 1, it's TaToH taking map control early on. The Spaniard puts a lot of pressure on Leary without overstepping, and in an impressively calm and collected manner, he constantly raids Leary's economy. The Austrian is able to find some small wins on the map here and there, but in the end, TaToH advances to the quarterfinals. And now that the knockout stage begins, it's do or die time. His opponent is his friend and teammate, Jordan. They've trained together for this moment, but only one can go through, only one can advance to the semifinals. The first map isn't closed. TaToH starts some early raids with the Incas, finding some small advantages, but Jordan is always able to avoid lethal damage. As the map progresses to the end game, TaToH begins to struggle, because a full Imperial army from Jordan's Sicilians is just stronger than what the Incas are able to offer at this point. Nevertheless, TaToH has one last chance, as there is a time limit of 1 hour and 15 minutes on every map. If the limit is reached, the player with the higher score wins. While the score is a good indicator for who's winning, you can also manipulate it by doing things you wouldn't necessarily do in a regular game.
They are equal population right now, folks, as TaToH goes for another corner, or another castle in the corner. He's in the back of Jordan's base. He's getting the technologies. The score is flipping back and forth as we're at 59 minutes. We only have 189 years left in this game.
TaToH researches every possible upgrade, even when they don't help them on the battlefield at all. Jordan doesn't want to win through points though, and thus decides to start his last push.
But Jordan is just keeping on the pressure. He's got the light cap constantly going in! And the slingers are dead as TaToH realizes there's nothing to be done. He says, GG, well played.
A crazy start into the series, and things are not about to just slow down. On Northern Islands, we get to see a double landing. Both players kill all their opponent's fish, and the pressure is on right from the start. It's a super close game again, and again, as we go into the end game, there's no clear favorite. TaToH goes for the Dravidian special unit, the Theresidae. These ships not only have high damage output, they're also one of the tankiest units in the game, second only to the Korean turtle ship. But TaToH makes a minor mistake by placing his docks a little bit too defensive. While his naval army has a lot of firepower, it's also clunky and hard to navigate, especially when Jordan blocks him off from the main part of the river. Jordan lands TaToH again. The pressure on the Spaniard ramps up, he's cornered and has no choice but to resign.
I felt like I was playing super good, so I wasn't afraid at all of like I'm going to lose 3-0. If I lose 3-0 on that point, I was going to be happy anyways. First because I will lose to Jordan, who is a really good friend. And second because I gave all like my 100%.
But TaToH has not given up. On Outcrop, he survives the early pressure from Jordan's Mayans and is building up an unbreakable defense. Jordan's only chance of winning is to raid TaToH to death, but with 7 well-placed defensive castles, there's no breakthrough.
It's a terrible fight for those Eagles. With the pass-through damage and with the hand cannons, that is an awful area for those Eagles to go in.
This time, TaToH's Ghulams outnumber Jordan's army and he secures the win. TaToH is starting to feel it, and it shows.
Boom! That's 2 fishing ships going down.
Some early demo fun, 2 aggressive TCs next to the crucial gold, and after a lot of skirmishes for control over both areas...
Yeah. Demos in the queue from TaToH. He's thinking about it. Jordan calls the GG.
Wow.
Game 5 here in what is panning out to be a 3-hour set between these two.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely incredible.
We knew it would be close, and even though we said it, Dave, there's parts of me that didn't truly think it'd be possible because the players are so freaking close in the first 2 games.
Yep.
What a marathon we have here, folks. We will have one more game to determine who moves on to the semi-final.
The momentum is completely shifted. Jordan is able to apply some pressure early on, find some nice snipes, but TaToH does not get irritated. He keeps on booming and is getting the lead over time due to his economic advantage. With a stronger army, he pushes Jordan back further and further.
The bank and the castle goes down, and I think with that castle, there go Jordan's hopes. TaToH!
How has he done this? Jordan says, GG, well played. Tatsy beast and TaToH with the reverse sweep.
The semifinals are played in front of a live crowd in the Heidelberg Castle, and Hera is TaToH's next opponent. The Canadian hasn't even lost a single map in the whole tournament yet, and seems to be in the best shape of his life.
It's just, it feels like TaToH, I think, might be the best player that never won an S-tier tournament. Hera, pretty sure the best player that never won a Red Bull, right? Yeah. So both players really want the big W here. Could have been a final for me.
With the power of a reverse sweep in his back, TaToH starts off hot. Just before Hera is able to reach Castle Age and with attack advantage to back him up, he finds the perfect timing for an aggressive push into Hera's base.
TaToH is taking all the skirmishes. He's gonna kill more villages. He need to kill more. And this is 5 villages already. 3 villages kill. He's gonna take another. He's taking all their man.
He's in a prime position to win on Arabia, probably Hera's strongest map, and he does not stop pressing the issue. The Spaniard is always able to sneak through Hera's defense. With his back to the wall, Hera has only one option.
Away. Beautiful, Michael.
Ooh, he takes 3 monks. GG call. TaToH is taking the first game nearly with what I like to call it total domination.
Total domination is also a very fitting description for the second game. Hera deflects early aggression from TaToH around the crucial shorefish and pushes back. With the help of the cheaper Bulgarian blacksmith upgrades for Hera, TaToH's access to the highly important shorefish gets denied, and there's no way back into the game.
It's not looking good for our Spaniard.
He's not looking good for the Spaniard. He has to go back. If he's not going back, this is a lot of army, 10-8. But the problem is also the quality of that army. Those scouts with all the armies, he has to be careful. He's going to lose ability. GG, Cole!
6:30 game!
Woo!
It's now game 3, and we finally get a really close one. With Hera booming, TaToH decides to raid his island in order to keep him away from his gold. But while Hera has full control over the center of the map, TaToH is able to relocate his docks to the bottom. He manages to create a huge naval army, and to pressure Hera with it, was forced to defend his last wood line with 2 castles.
And Hera is selling everything
And
to get
towers are
results.
full, man. Extra damage there out of those 2, and they find so much damage. The cannon galleons can just continue shooting. Most of the fires are dying, and Terra struggling
GG,
for population.
Cole! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
TaToH now has 2 match points to reach the grand final. Things seem to be looking good for Hera in Game 4 on the map Bull, but in good old Age of Empires 2 fashion, there's always a hole, and it completely turns the tides.
He found it, and he coming with the hole. Light is gonna take the village. Those are with husbandry. The goal is still exposed. The lights are there. He's gonna notice. Hera didn't notice. Okay, he noticed now, but he's gonna kill more.
There's still the low HP villagers from the earlier raid. Should be another kill, plus denying the gold again.
It takes some time until Hera is able to close the hole, but the damage is already done. From here on, it only gets worse for the Canadian. He takes a bad fight. TaToH's monks seem to be full of faith.
Oh man, that battle is insane. That battle is insane. Look at TaToH now with more army.
30 seconds away from Imperial Age. That was a horrible fight for TaToH. Moved in, moved away, shortly before him. This is the best thing Hera could have hoped for, but it's still not looking great.
Well, it's okay because he's gonna make the castle there, but he's still killing all. TaToH, it's gonna be an Imperial in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. In a moment, he's gonna be there. Look at the score. The castle is there, and now he's in Imperial. And GG Cole! Congratulations from TaToH that is in the grand final, beating 3-1 to Hera.
And he will face
Whoa.
Leary. That's a grand final I won't miss.
Whoa!
Beating Hera is a huge accomplishment in itself, but seeing how Hera would go on to dominate the whole scene after this tournament brings TaToH's win to a whole new level. TaToH's job is not done yet though, and nobody knows that better than him. The good thing is, there's no time to overthink, as the grand final is set to start just a few minutes later.
This is the march to the final.
Drum roll, please, as our finalists head towards the stage. On the left, Leary. On the right, TaToH just kind of soaking up the moment. Chills. Just awesome. Just so awesome to be here and hear that not only through the stream, but in the background, to hear the crowd, everything like that. I could tell even Doubt was gaining energy from that crowd when he went up. It is an incredible day to be an Age of Empires 2 fan. It is an incredible day to be here. It's an incredible day to watch. And we're going to get into Leary versus TaToH, our grand finals of Red Bull Wololo.
And the TaToH fans are out. Listen to that. Who do you think is more fans here right now? Oh my word.
Both players open with a stable, quite typical for an open map such as Frigid Lake.
This is pretty even here.
Yeah, this is, but again, the main difference would be is that one player is going to have some archers to take out the spears. So if TaToH doesn't get some damage in, which he's going to find, he's going to get 1, he's going to get 2, he'll get more if this continues. Leary's going to be heading out across the map at the same time though, Dave. So we have a lot of exciting moments to wait for.
Look at how far he pulled those spearmen away, Tristan. He's killed 3 villagers now from Leary. Leary, though, is in the woodline from TaToH. TaToH can hide inside the houses.
The Khmer's ability to garrison villagers inside houses really seems to be helping TaToH here, and despite him having done more damage initially, Leary is now adding archers to his army and forcing the Spaniard into multiple defensive towers. But then, TaToH makes a pivotal decision. He trusts in his ability to defend with towers and the Khmer garrison bonus, and goes for a counter raid.
This is going to be so messy. The scouts are coming into a completely wide open farmland here. It was a peaceful farm, and now TaToH has interrupted that peace with violence. Leary needs to go all the way way back to the TC, and he needs to send his army back too.
If he sends his army back, it could be the game. That's the opposite of what you want to do. You need to try and get some counter damage in. He's got no food eco, Dave.
Larry walls off his wood lines to protect his villagers from TaToH's upgraded scouts, but there's one place where you can't hide behind your walls: your farms. And that's where TaToH strikes again, and again, and again.
Dude, I mean, I would be so annoyed.
Oh, no, he's back again.
I would be so annoyed right now if I were Leary. Oh, man.
The constant harassment easily bridges the gap between both players' Castle Age timing and puts TaToH in a massive economical advantage.
Leary is trying desperately to stay in this game, but he has 29 villagers right now, Tristan. TaToH's at 55.
TaToH takes full control and makes one last dive into Leary's farming economy just before hitting Imperial Age. A big push when the Imperial Age upgrades follows, and TaToH seals the deal.
I mean, TaToH is underneath Leary's starting TC with his entire army right now, and Leary can't do anything about it. He might be able to clear up the Cavalier that we see currently, but the Halberdiers are going to deal with the Camels, even though there's more on the way. And TaToH will have more army on the way. He's still got 29 Halbs. He's got the Trebs, and Leary taps out. TaToH taking game one, convincing fashion.
Game 2 on Arabia sees a similar scout opening by both players. This time, Leary's defense is on point though, and our good friend, the Hole, pays TaToH a visit.
Oh boy. Wait.
Hold!
No!
We waited too hard.
Oh no, wait again. Wait. Okay, well he died. He's dead, but he can defend from this now. It was actually a really good sacrifice.
But the damage is small and unlikely to cause a huge swing. In Castle Age, a Knight-Monk fight breaks out, typical for the Franks-Lithuanians matchup. While Leary's army has better upgrades, TaToH takes good fights and manages to build a way stronger economy. In a crucial moment, Leary's army is caught out of position, and TaToH takes full advantage of the situation by dropping a forward castle.
The Knights are in, and TaToH's gonna drop the castle there, Dave.
TaToH's not messing around, and I don't know if Leary can stop this. Can he stop this? He's going to kill the monks. He's going to kill some of the pikemen, but there's still a lot of knights there to protect. TaToH trying to get the castle down. I don't think Leary has enough.
No, and he's losing villagers, Dave. If that castle goes up, that solidifies a 20-villager lead for the Spaniard. When you lose stone to the Franks on the front of your base, there's gonna be more castles.
Yep.
This is looking so bad for Leary.
Yeah, and Leary may clear out a few knights, but he can't stop the villagers. He can't stop the castle, and he's kind of shaking his head right now, as now his farms, his gold, his stone is all cut off, and Leary is behind in military, behind in eco, behind in everything to the Spaniard.
It was a complete misread. He did not expect TaToH to have the numbers of monks initially, and then he never expected the pikemen. TaToH up 2-0 here. The Doritos are flying.
This is completely unexpected.
Suddenly, TaToH is looking at a 2-0 lead. And he's not about to slow down. On Morass, he aggresses with men-at-arms, and while it's not a wasted attack, he's not really able to stop Leary's economy. The momentum of the game starts to shift when TaToH tries to find further damage with his scouts, but is not expecting Leary to be walled up already. With a faster Castle Age timing and a superior army of knights, TaToH has no way to defend and is forced to resign. On the map Bull, Leary finds himself in his element, and he goes for an aggressive start with some spearmen, keeping TaToH away from his berries. And it only gets worse for the Spaniard when an overly motivated villager opens up a hole in his base at the worst possible moment, giving Leary's army a free walkthrough. TaToH manages to limit the immediate damage, but Leary now had an undisturbed economy during the whole time. TaToH places a hyper-aggressive castle next to the Austrians' monastery, and for a split second it seems like a brilliant move, but Leary's just too far ahead and manages to stop the castle from going up. GG is called. The result is now 2-2, and questions start to arise. Is the pressure haunting TaToH? Is he about to choke again? Game 5 is super important. The winner will have 2 match points to win the whole thing. TaToH has the better start. He catches some of Leary's archers, and while scouting his base with light cavalry, he finds a little gift.
No way.
Oh,
no
dude, no.
way.
What value there?
No way.
What value there for TaToH?
While TaToH is booming in his base, Leary goes for a castle next to the crucial golds on the top and bottom of the map. But TaToH has the water control, and with it, he first goes for a sneaky push inside Leary's base, forcing him into a defensive castle. Then he destroys the castle in the south with cannon galleons. And when TaToH starts to push Leary off his gold on both sides, it's time to resign.
GG!
Wow,
TaToH's not done yet.
What a game, what a response from TaToH, my God.
A masterpiece of a game plan from the Spaniard, who finally seems to be ready for everything when it matters the most. He's now just one game away from breaking the curse, one game to finally lift an S-tier trophy, one more game to win the biggest single prize pool in Age of Empires history. And he has to beat Leary, who decided to pick the Aztecs, one of the strongest Empire Wars civs, and one that has been banned countless times throughout the tournament. On Outcrop, Leary tries to find early damage with a combination of skirmishers, eagle warriors, spearmen, but does not manage to do so. TaToH is walled off and fully utilizes the extra food Tatars get from their herdables to comfortably reach the castle age without spending a lot on military. While advancing to the next stage, he researches bloodlines, which Leary is able to detect on the remaining scouts. This is an amazing mind game that TaToH is playing here. After seeing the upgrade, Leary expects cavalry archers, the usual go-to unit in the third age for Tatars. The trick works almost perfectly, as Leary is already researching elite skirmishers as an answer to the arrow-shooting horsemen. But they just don't materialize. Instead, a horde of steppe lancers exit TaToH's base and chase down the Austrians' military circling around it. Even the cavalry armor upgrade is timed perfectly, as it hits exactly when TaToH decides to engage. Upon seeing TaToH's surprising unit choice, Leary is still able to cancel the elite skirmisher upgrade. Nonetheless, TaToH is in an amazing position, because Zico behind this is rolling, and Steppe Lancer do amazing against Eagle Warriors, especially when maneuvered so smoothly around elevated terrain, which for the Tatars means even more bonus damage. From this moment on, TaToH is just everywhere with the quick riders and even manages to break through the wall of Leary's main base, locking in a nasty raid. The Pikeman and Monk edition are a good answer on paper, but it feels like it's just too little, too late.
I mean, TaToH has lived for this moment. He's dreamt of this moment. This is like his time to snowball this to victory, and they're gonna poke the monks down, and there's gonna be one, maybe two conversions, but what a crazy loss there for Leary.
Yeah, 4 monks lost. That's 400 gold down the drain as the Steppe Lancers finally get trapped here. The pikemen will take care of them. But we look at the villager count after these engagements. 63 villas for Leary, 76 for TaToH, and he takes out another villager.
He controls the map so well. Anytime Leary looks away, there's Steppe Lancers in that eco.
And he's taking a step into the economy now, TaToH, from Leary as he raids the farmers once again, and Leary just doesn't have the pikemen back there. He's still only got fletching for the TCs, so he's gonna not do too much damage to the Steppe Lancers. TaToH is perfectly content with throwing those units away. He's also catching an army in the middle. Double monk goes down. What can Leary do against this pressure?
What can TaToH not do right now? He's got like 4 armies, 4 TCs. His eco's perfect. The upgrades are well timed. TaToH is so close, Dave. He can almost taste it. He has to stop it. He's even sending the villagers, but Leary must know now. He's 40 villagers behind. That castle from TaToH could go up. The monk is trying to block it. There's no way, Dave. That castle has to complete.
Leary is trying to stall it out. Leary is trying to stall it out, but the villagers kill so slowly. The pikemen are here. The Steppe Lancers are here. The crossbows are up on the hill fighting. And the castle is at 89%, 90%. If this castle goes up, Leary has no gold on the outside. He's got no presence, and he's lost so many villagers.
We have a new champion. We have a new champion here. There's no doubt in my mind. Leary doesn't want to call it, but TaToH has won this thing. He has done it.
GG,
and there it is.
Vamos, TaToH, your Red Bull Wololo Legacy champion and S-tier tournament victor for the very first time. The biggest tournament in Age of Empires 2 history.
What a beastly performance from this guy.
The trophy
that is so rightfully yours, so hard fought and so richly deserved, and the $60,000 that come with it. My friends around the world, join me in congratulating the Age of Empires 2 Red Bull Wololo Legacy champion. It is TaToH!
Share my journey with my teammates, with the staff, with the fans. I don't have words to explain how I feel right now.
After all those tournaments, it is finally here, the most prestigious title, the one that will always be his. Vamos, TaToH.